Hi guys, right now we're going to build our auction, closing auction system plus our winning system. What this system does is when the owner closes an auction, the highest bidder that is found by the system is automatically gonna be selected as the winner. Then that auction becomes inactive or inaccessible to place any biddings anymore, and that listings becomes a read only after being closed. So how do we gonna do this? Let's jump right out into it. First, we're gonna go to our models.py since we are adding a new ability to our listings. Go to our listing class and add a variable we're gonna call a winner, and we're gonna call our model as foreign key. For our user, the same. On delete, we're gonna assign this to a related name called one auction. On delete, set null, and null equal true, blank equal true. Just put an S there. Once we have this, we're gonna make migrations and add that field winner to our listing. Then run migrate. Now it's added to our SQLite database. And let's go to our views.py and create the function for our close auction. Also the same, it must have our login decorator. Same as also, we're gonna fetch our listing row. First, we're gonna check if the user who accessed that particular listing row, is he the owner of that listing? So we're gonna check for ownership. Then we're gonna prevent double closings, means you cannot close already inactive listing. Next, we're gonna find the highest bidder, the listing that in highest bidding, and assign that winner. Lastly, we're gonna save to database and close the auction. We're gonna check the owner, meaning if request dot user is not equal meaning if the request or the session that we have and its user is not equal to the owner of the listing row that we fetch, then we direct that user to listing, meaning he don't have access. We prevent double closing, meaning if listing that is active, if listing is active is not true, then we're just gonna redirect again the user to our listing detail page, meaning you don't have access.
Good night. Bye bye, Jonah.
Third,
Bye, Sisi Melissa.
we're gonna get our highest bid by getting our listing that row and accessing its object named bids. Yes, because we have the details of our bids as foreign key. We're gonna sort by the latest or the highest. And we just need only the first item. And we need to assign that winner if that bit exists. If highest bid is existing, meaning we had fetched the highest bid, we get our listing row and assign the winner as the highest bid and its user. Remember, highest bid is just a sorted version of the listing row, but only the first item of the sorted or the highest amount. So meaning this highest bid still has the access to its user. Then we're gonna assign this listing as is active, because we're gonna close this one, assign it to boolean false, and save our listing to the database. Once we have created our function for our close auction, we're gonna assign it to our URL or our path. We're gonna assign it to a close path. But we need to accept an integer and assign it to our listing ID. Only then we create our form. And for every form, and this is a method post, we need to include our CSRF token. What we did there is we created this form with us a post method and a button type submit, but only if the user who logged in is equal to the listing.owner and this listing row is active. Only then they will see this form and button. Then we need to let the people see if the listing is already closed and has a winner. We're gonna create an heading tree which says auction is closed. And show the winner using a paragraph tag. else, because only active listings should have the ability to receive biddings and comments. So we need to wrap this up inside if listing is up. I think we don't need this no bids or place because it's redundant. We have already a bids showing below. The ability to show comment is active. Only then you will have the ability to post comments. Then we're gonna check this one. If our system for bidding, closing auction, and determining the winner is correct. So the current price still 1. We have the ability to close this auction since we are the winner. So are we the owner of this? Let's check our admin. So accessing this, let's change this to a meaningful title. Let's turn this into iPhone. Change the owner just for this example sake. Once we go to our active listing here, iPhone, we do not have the ability to close this because this is not our listing. This is assigned by another user. So once we go to our created listings and close that, let's see what will happen. So we encountered an error. Based on our error, there is no attribute is active. So is active should have a underscore, is underscore active. Let's go to our here. Let's check if that works. Close this one. Now this option is closed. So what will happen? What happened was we closed this auction. Now there's no ability to place bids anymore and put comments. Let's try this one too. Now this brush is closed. So what happened is, since this is only active listings, every time we close the auction, the closed or is active listings is not being fetched here because only active or is active equal to true listings is gonna be shown. have to every listing here or create another navbar item to show which are the closed listings. Maybe let's go for creating closed listing for simplicity's sake. We're gonna create another navbar item here. We're gonna name this closed listing. And this has closed listings. I'm gonna create a path or URL. Create our function for our close auction listings. We need access to our listings for our listing object. Filter. Once we have that, we need to render that listings to our template. Then we're gonna create our closed .html. Extend our navbar layout. Input our body here. Let's call for an h2, which Just a title of closed listings. And cycle forever for every listing that we have, for listing in listings. We're going to create a div. We're just going to copy what's inside our index, how they rendered it.
Hi, everyone.
And we need just to edit some things here.
I'm good. Thank you so much for the shout out, shout out. My goodness. What's your favorite makeup? Okay, not good. It's no midnight.
And we need to edit this
50 beans for 1 star.
as
Thank you
final
so
price.
Do you like travel? Yes, I like travel. Okay, don't follow.
And below this image, Earl,
Don't follow Sisi. Zamboanga del Norte ka.
we need to render who is the winner. So we need to check first if you are the owner. I mean the winner. If our listing row fetch has a winner object inside, then we'll create a paragraph tag here and show winner.
Proud. Don't follow. What's the name of this?
If there is still no winner, we're just gonna put thing. Let's go and check this one. We have now our close listing. Our layout is, we're gonna fix that later. We don't have a percent here. Let's try again.
Nico Garden.
Once we access this closed,
Follow lang tayo ng follow dito.
we are not showing the winner, meaning this one is not triggering. Let's check why. Why is listing winners not being triggered? Let's check if this one is being triggered. Let's not save it yet, so that we'll just be able to see what's happening. So what happened is none is being shown. Let's try to click again. None is being shown, meaning this is not being populated. I see. According to the documentation, the reason why this error occurs is because if there are no bids that has been placed, there's nothing to compare, meaning bids model or the table we have for bids is not fetching anything. So every time we get who is the highest bid, there's no highest bid that we can get because there are no bids that are being fetched. Only the starting bid is being fetched, and that's the reason why the model is failing. So we're gonna check that and count if really what's happening if we have 0 bids inside. So press this one, check our terminal, what's happening. So this is really what's happening. There are no, the first print, there's no winner, it's not being populated. All bids also fetches 0, and count also is 0. This happens because what we did also for this time is to edit one listing. All the rest, all the listing rows that we have not yet placed any bids. So let's try placing bid. Let's try this listing number 1, test 1. and let's put 1.1. Place this. Right now, the bid has been placed successfully and the current price is 1.1. Who created this iPhone test 1? It's Rara. So meaning if we change our user and log into Rara, our second user, let's see if we can close this one. Only Rara has the ability to close this. Let's see what happens. Let's check our terminal. So what happened is, now there is a winning bid and the winner is Sean because he has the highest bid, and there are bids that has been fetched and the count is 3, meaning it's normally designed as you cannot place any winning or winners if there are no comparison to create on the biddings. We need to create a validation whether we can click the close auction if there are no bids that has been done. Only then this error has been fixed. So we go to our closed listings. So we're done with that, and delete this one. We don't need it anymore. Our theory has been proven. We're gonna save this one and go to our test one and close this auction. Now the winner is not being fetched, but since there is a winner tab now, we just need to properly render who is the user. So right now we just delete the username. Only this winner attribute property is what we needed to show the winner who is shown.